not shit, I'm champagne. Let's all go home, kill ourselves in our radios. Where's my head? This isn't mine. Nobody loves a thing, everyone is fucking crazy in control. It's not my fault, they'll be sorry once I skin them. Scared to life, a painless death. Make sure she knows I love her right before she floats away. I can't hear you, screams too loud. All my ideas become perfect little blind spots. Fold me in, tucked away. I'm starting to think I never learned what I need to learn. All things pass, we bruise skin, holding on to things that we shouldn't be allowed to keep. Make them proud, dredged in guilt. Call me when the miracle reduces to coincidence. My casted wings are almost off now. I can't feel a thing, just like you promised. I was always bad at being good. I was always bad at being good. I was always bad. There's no hell more harsh than a memory. There's no home more hell than an empty nest. Winter takes the warm away, spring takes the cold away, summer takes the rain away, and fall took away my friend. I believe there's never a place better than right where you are. Although imagining an afterlife can tend to mend a broken heart over someone dead, it's a way of coping with loss. But I don't need you out there somewhere if I have you in my thoughts. I don't envy anyone in a position where they're forced to choose. Pull the plug or not, I can't tell if this is for me or you. I mean, I know you're sick, tired and confused, but sometimes letting the tired go to sleep is the best thing to do. I will hold your head while the doctor sticks the needle in. I'll always remember our companionship and what it meant. And on Sunday, October the 5th, you took your last breath, and you will be missed. I casted wings are almost off now. I soak up every little bit to sharpen my bones. All grown up, still trying to find my way home. I never been cleaned or cloned, my heart's never been owned. I'm lonely, but everyone is lonely, so I know at least I'm not alone. This road is filled with potholes, but I don't need to tell you something that you already know. We're both sinking in the same boat. I wanted you to stay afloat, I did what I could, but you had to learn to swim on your own. You lost your glow in the glitter and the gold. I couldn't stay alive inside your chokehold. Hold on, I really gotta go, cause I'm not falling into your hole. You won't spin my head around. You won't take this one from me. You won't bring it to the ground. You won't ever see. You won't ever see the ground. I soak up every little bit to harden my skin. No matter how I stand, still pulled by the wind. When intention goes limp, wipe the face off my grin. And love me in the name of kill to keep on being good friends. A liar's lips are the best fingerprints. You can fake it isn't there, but I can taste it when we kiss. Tracing paper wrists, I try to draw the line and I miss. But one day I'll be able to look back at this and make some kind of sense of it. I'm not another shin to kick, one foot in the grave, both hands in a gin. It took a while to figure out we couldn't coexist, but I'm not falling into your abyss. You won't spin my head around. You won't take this one from me. You won't bring it to the ground. You won't ever see. You won't ever see the ground. Used to shoot it in the air for kicks. Promised he had perfect aim. Swore that he couldn't miss. Wore it underneath his belt because by law that was his right. Besides, you never know what type of danger's hiding in the night. He said he never use it in a fight. He'd take a punch instead and it made him feel at home. He used to hunt with Grandpa as a kid. As time went on, he started to think more and more about what he would do if he was home and someone kicked down his door. Paranoia kept increasing. He kept imagining a tragedy as if it was inevitable, trying to prepare himself for how he'd feel if he ever had to steal a life to save a loved one or his own. That soulless piece of metal was the boss in the relationship. He bought it to keep him safe, but it just made him sick. And it wasn't until the day that he got rid of it that he felt like he was safe, no longer a slave to that piece of shit. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, no. Teeth marks on the skin. The greatest trick the devil ever played was convincing me that I was him. We like to feel the blood and fat dripping off our gums. She likes to talk directly down the barrel of her gun. Learning to perfect the ancient art of quiet rape. You've always been so warm and calculated, I owe you a thanks. Eyes wide shut, I promise not to fall awake. Lick the guillotine and tell you how the gasoline tastes. The grass is always greener on the other pesticides. Solemn precious crept through the meth and shed its infectious high. What's for me to know and you to find? Guilty, the almighty praise adrenaline, such an underwhelming thrill. Where there's a will, there's a wake. Burn me at the stake. Who the hell am I trying to fool? I'm a fool, I feel so fake. One last goodbye before I take my 45. Shoot a hole in the sky, rip it open and climb inside. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Tie me down till my sweet nothing sour. I screwed up trying to squeeze 65 minutes from an hour. Outnumbered by such a large amount, no wonder why we lost the battle. The counterculture can't count. Welcome to my private hell. There's no one to fight now, enjoy myself. Rather drown than ask for help. I wish I was someone else. Mr. Perfect, misconstrued. Lead the way, follow through. Probably hate me, I do too. You're so much like me, I feel sorry for you. But I think you're pretty sure. You will profit, you will get hurt. I eat my words, they taste like dirt. I'm only ashamed because I know what it's worth. Find my comfort inside blame. Shove my pride back down my face. My worst habits, waking up at least once a day. Balance barefoot on a needle, heaven's just a jump away. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Please don't knock, My loose teeth are yours to take. Cuddling our newfound freedom and keeping our eyes open without being awake. Kiss my ear, the vein still taunts. Children rejoice once hero, now dead one last time. I'm really hurting, just a little taste to take off the edge. A rummage of love letters and photographs and a desperate reach for a clue into who I am with a little distant past as a reference. I feel any connection to the bones under my skin. You can cry but you're still getting sterilized. You can show the sun how to come if you know the sky. He'll let you make a mess if you keep him high. What's a good truth? The messenger deserted to die for his lies. Make it hurt, scare me straight. Curses he who can't burn by fire. We're all falling, show me feeling. I'm your designated diver. I can see the cuts on your mind. Your mother made yours, mine made mine. I know you'd rather be sad than stupid. Genius by day, junkie by night. By the grace of breeze, I never scraped a need that didn't help me see. Bleeding isn't what it seemed. Let it seem till it's green. Finally free, then you better leave. But the cheese gonna kill the king. Perfect numb, 13 billion years in the making. Black hole in the center of our galaxy. We're still suffering, we're still aching. The sanctuary is closed for repairs. I use God's guided pen and maniac the nice way. Bad habits make for good memories. I'm good at being at the wrong time in the right place. Crusting plots at the corners of her mouth. Eyes white like yours but completely different somehow. Cut her post oats looking like a ghost. Cheeks rose from the flesh and fluids so familiar to us now. Blades fold to the predator's prey. There's no messiah that wasn't enslaved to his brain. If I could do it nails, but you do it words. Every one more crucifixion, one less. Open door, use my fist, but I won't knock. Break it open, itch me sober. Trust me, we'll get out of this alive. Now take my hand, it's almost over. I apologize for lying about smiling. I'm a frightened little cat that learned to act like a lion. While Leviathan's speech in the grip of the patience are driving this cheap pirate ship to the pavement. By the grace of breeze, I never scraped the need that didn't help me see. Nothing's really what it seemed. Let it steam till it's green. Finally free, then you better leave a memory for the head of the king. Emergency, break glass and put us out. It's the last time I'll let you parade rain through my clouds. They say sell it and flow for all we care. I watch the rotting from a distance and then talk about it like I was there. We don't share even the slightest hint of life. We fight to find when it went wrong and die before we finally get it right. Forgive me if I'm way more bored than I am brave. Maybe it's you and not me. Either way, walk away, I'm okay. Still looks the same with a discouraged face. Made from scrape and misplaced anger I accidentally embrace. It's dysfunction, it's implied by its bloodthirst. Wanna take it all apart just to rebuild it and make it worse. You're going crazy, well I'm happy you're leaving. You wanna sing yourself to sleep but you're too dead to realize that you're screaming. Even if in God we bend and in trust we cheat, I'm everyday people normal and I'm glad to be. Blow me up, fall in love. We are America's favorite choice of drug. It's all in your hands and kill us while we're young. You don't need to push me, I'm ready to jump. Break me down, wake me up. We are America's favorite choice of drug. It's all in your hands and kill us while we're young. And don't fucking push me, I'm ready to jump. casa, su casa. Anything you say can and will be held hostage. I watch the mellow craze dance its way inside. The universe is black and I'm a lighter shade of blind. Everyone's tugging and pulling in different directions. Why can't I see anything anymore? Anyway, medicine, methadone, media coverage, something that's broken my TV and keep telling me I need to be worshipped and follow the village void. I don't know who I am, paranoid, bury me somewhere with less perfect lighting. Please, I wanna suck out all of your junk and kiss it back into the parts of your heart that you keep locked up when you awaken. I hope I'm the first person you call. I'll listen like a pistol, it'll be worse than talking to a wall. Having everything's having nothing at all. I watch you climb your way to the top, and I'll still be here when you fall. There's no fulfillment in a lazy nation that keeps feeding our infatuation with the idea of being famous. Load me up, fall in love. We are America's favorite choice of drug. It's all in your hands to kill us while we're young. You don't need to push me, I'm ready to jump. Break me down, wake me up. We are America's favorite choice of drug. It's all in your hands to kill us while we're young. And don't fucking push me, I'm ready to jump. All that I think, I'm the way that my neurons are wired. They fire away onto electrical synapses, fusing themselves to receive and self-building a network that only gets stronger as I continue the thought pattern implied by the process. I make a decision on what to react to, what I perceive as an electrical current, and I am all that I feel. I'm a neurotransmitter's desire. These chemical messengers look for an nerve with the perfect receptor to fit in. They get in, they give it specific instructions on what to release till the chain of events reaches down to the glands, which I produce every hormone on the sweat of the tissue of organs to make them dance. All I can do is breathe, that's how I put out the fire, and all I can do is think. Force my circuitry to rewire. Everything outside is already inside. There's nothing we see that we don't know. It's partially making our own in our heads, so it seems like my duty to get in my biocomputer and pie apart neurons with long-term relationships out of my brain that release feel like chemicals. One day I'll be free from the brain that makes me me. Now that I know that I'm in control, I can cut my own puppet strings. You are all that you think. You're the way the universe are linked. I bet if you don't let it get a little better, really got a lot of words. All you gotta do is open up and when I was young, I was a single-celled amoeba. Then I learned how to go to war over ideas. Now I'm in the stripping Mother Earth of her resources, waiting for the day that today's considered prehistoric. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written. I don't want to, but if I have to, I'll make a big mistake. There's no judge or jury when you're looking adrenaline in the face. Years of refinement to make this machine. I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability. My body as my armor will protect my brain from bruising. Even though it secretes its poisonous power, I almost lose it. Vomit inducing, diluted in the blood. Cause if I ever got a full blast, the rush would be too much. Voice. You can feel the quiver when you shake its hand. You can give or take, it's no one else's choice. One day you have to quit running and take a stand. And all the flags that have mass, part heavy heart, part pain in the ass. I was trained not to think, just react. Sometimes when a person goes that far, they're never coming back. Maybe we'll evolve to a point where fear is an experience is no longer instinctual, but rather an emotion we use to enrich our understanding of why our human ancestors killed each other when they could have loved each other. One day we'll be holding hands instead of grudges. We'll eliminate our territorial circuits and know what love is. One day we'll be holding hands instead of M16. Till then every human being is controlled by the fight. colors in your eyes are almost blinding. I know I should look away, I'm honestly trying. I act like I'm here, it's really hard to care, for there's a thin line between your wit and your whining. I'm just a shadow when you're shining. I look forward and putting it all behind me. Kneel before your ego. It's funny how some people have a way of making the Milky Way look tiny. Somewhere between the drama and the dry heat, collapse on command using gravity to guide me. You're so hip-hop, you're so punk rock, you're so cliche. You look the same to me, uncomfortable in your skin, colorless eyes and no mouth. I'm never interested, apply my recovery and sleep in the moldy on milk. You look the same to me, uncomfortable in your skin, colorless eyes and no mouth. Tell me there's nothing wrong, don't tell me there's nothing wrong. You got the credit for my kill. The stars look like eyes, judging it's the gates upon the long face you wear. When it's your right to say they're wrong, you put no one above you, but they can tell you're troubled as you pick up your things and sleep alone when the day is done. You used to get in fights for fun, it's your way of getting close to someone when you don't know how to love. I feel sorry for you, even though your fans adore you. The more you try to wiggle your way loose, the more you get stuck. You're so sex, you're so drugs, you're so rock and roll, you're so in the moment, you're so self-centered, you're so sad, cause you're so cliche. You look the same to me, uncomfortable in your skin, colorless eyes and no mouth. I'm never interested, apply my recovery and sleep in the moldy on milk. You look the same to me, uncomfortable in your skin, colorless eyes and no mouth. Tell me there's nothing wrong, don't tell me there's nothing wrong. You got the credit for my kill.
For the attention that he wants, but most this town won't even dignify his ignorance with a response. Left to a crowded foster home by a 15-year-old mom. Never been held in anyone's arms. When you've never been moved, it's really hard to move on. A young saleswoman sets up shop when the sun sets. She'll make your wildest dreams come true at a price you won't forget. The sadly married set up alibis, no harm, no regret, hoping they meet an angel in bed that could wrestle the devil right out of their heads. The city runs fast, no one has time to sit with themselves, no time to look into our pain or see the same despair in everyone else. It's here, it's there, it's everywhere. Tears soak each card the dealer's dealt. Time taught me how to see every second as heaven, even though they're perfectly disguised as hell. And I refuse to let past bruises cover the light. It ain't all good, but it's all good enough, so I know I'm alright. Agony is truth, it's our connection to the living. I accept it as perfection and keep on existing in the now. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. Ear to ear, as if that's all I'm here for. Despite the wars founded by the rich, funded by the poor, kids barely 18 are dying, so billionaires can make more. Elsewhere, hungry mothers watch the baby starve to death in a beat-up shack on a dirt floor. The aged professor quotes freedoms without a path. Now he dresses like a widow and preaches love is dead in every class. But curiosity killed the cat and taught the dog in him how to act. And it burned his bridge to Jill, so he tries to drown the guilt with a bottle of Jack. Self-proclaimed rebels say we must oppose the system. You gotta take a stand. If you're not against them, you're with them. The signs read support the troops, bring them home, no more innocent victims. But when a homeless veteran asks for spare change, they're too busy protesting to even listen. And I'm no different, I live in conflict and contradiction, but it can be so beautiful when I don't reject what lies within. It's beautiful the way agony connects us to the living. I think of the world when I hurt and keep on existing in the now. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile.
How easily they forget, no anchor to the past. Cut the blood supply and hope the heart beats itself to death. My ribcage is now my own, still feels like your arms, neck, clothed and soul. How'd I let it go this far? It happens faster than you could ever think. From always and forever to never again in less than a blink. The river runs until it's dry, but I'd die spitting my last drip into its mouth to keep it alive. Long drives, wide eyes, and your smiling face. You dance, I drink, let's waste the night away. They say you always know right away, but you can't foresee your sand being pulled into the sea under a tidal wave. Secrets leak out when you're asleep. Coming from a queen's mouth, talk isn't all that cheap. I'm now a lone flame, searching for a purpose, setting fires everywhere I go. Can't avoid the burns, we share pain. You took me by my throat and made me understand the world as if I were you when I couldn't breathe. Now you can lead a horse to fresh water, but you can't teach it how to be okay when you decide to leave. I'm lost, there's no one to protect. I got so used to being sheltered from the rain that always followed you. It's not my first time, actually it's nothing new, but that doesn't make it any easier to get through. The snow won't melt, smoke won't clear. Turn hope inside out 1,000 times, trying to see if there was ever anything more than dressed up fear. But the two go hand in hand, you can't have one without the other being there. I'm barely breathing, waiting for the spins to end, begging to God I don't believe in to let me sleep so I can dream again. We went through thick and thin, came out separate on the other end, but please know no matter what you'll always have me as a friend.
And I finally know your crime is your pride and your past is my only ghost. I'm going crazy out of my control, but there's nothing I can do. I have no choice but to let it go. Each day gets a little less intense. No longer feel like there's someone standing on my chest. You made me more me, and I won't forget the times you helped me find my feet when I was buried in my head. Thank you for giving what you had to give, taking what you had to take and making me believe in you. Even though I might be gone forever, there will always be a place in my brain that'll think of you. You look so graceful when you're flying. Keep going, there's a lot of world that you haven't seen. You have my best wishes, even if only in silence. You deserve everything that you've ever dreamed. The snow melted right when the smoke cleared. I turned love inside out 1,000 times, trying to see if it was ever anything more than the will to persevere. But the two go hand in hand, the clouds surrounding you eventually will clear. I can breathe, I found contentment in the end, telling to God I don't believe in to go to sleep so I can think again. We went through thick and thin, came out separate on the other end, but please know no matter what you'll always have me as a friend.